Are you looking for a device that can scan print documents and read them back to you aloud? Well, there's a load of choices out there for sure. But I'm here to tell you today about a super cool one called the ReadEasy Evolve MAX.
Welcome to Irie-AT, Braille and Innovation.
ReadEasy Evolve MAX is one of the most accurate reading machines available, with accurate scanning all the way down to a 6-point font size. And this baby can scan up to an 11 by 17 page, scanning twice the area of its competitors. You can use ReadEasy Evolve MAX with the simple onboard controls that are tactile and colored in high contrast. Or you can also use the optional feature pack, which will turn your ReadEasy Evolve MAX into a powerful speaking CCTV. Weighing only 4.4 pounds, you can easily take ReadEasy Evolve MAX with you and scan and read accurately anywhere you go. ReadEasy Evolve comes with all sorts of useful manuals and quick start guides, and there's even a large print page that'll give you information about getting technical support from your local dealer. Along with the ReadEasy Evolve MAX, you get a pair of headphones, get an HDMI cord for connecting to a monitor, and of course you get your power cord for connecting power to the device. Okay, so let's take a quick tour of the device. So on the front of the device is a nice big speaker, and it makes a good amount of sound for us. We do have a headphone jack. I'll show you where that is in just a moment, but that's on the front of the device. So on the top of the device, we have a few different things going on. So I'm going to start on the left side. If you're facing the front of it, you have an indentation, which is where the camera slot is. We'll put the camera in there in just a little bit. Moving across to the right, you're going to have two buttons, the yellow buttons that will change the reading speed and the voice. Then you have a set of 3 buttons continuing to the right, and the outside buttons the gray buttons will move you through the text, back and forth through the text. The blue circular button is a pause and play button. And then on the far right, we have a rectangular capture button, a green button. That'll capture the text. We want to have it read back to us. And then toward the top of the top panel, or sorry, top right of the top panel, you've got the power button. It's a metallic chrome colored button. And hold that down, long press that, and that's going to turn on the device once we have it connected to power. Continuing around, on the right side of the device, we have a nice volume slider. Makes it really easy to change the volume on the device. And then just toward the bottom right of that, you're going to have a little place to plug in headphones. Right there. There we can plug in some headphones. We want some privacy, so that's the right side of the device. Continuing around to the back of the device, we've got a series of ports along in a row horizontally along the device, just above where the camera is held. And starting again right to left, we've got a USB port, we've got an HDMI port, a display port, and another USB port, and then finally the power plug-in port, a circular metallic port. You're going to use those USB ports if you want to connect in media, if you want to export or import media. And you can also use those to plug in and power a touchscreen, and I'll show you how that works later on. You can not only view on this, but you can use it with the touchscreen and do some really crazy cool things. It's simple to use, but it can do all kinds of powerful things if you want it to. All right, to get started, you're going to want to remove the feature pack from the back if you have one of those. Get that ready to go. And then everybody's going to have a camera. You're going to get on the back of it, on the back right side, there's an indentation. You can put your finger in there and remove the camera. You need to have that installed before we can get started. And there's a flat end, and there's an end with an extrusion. The extrusion is the camera bit there. So we know the flat end will go in the top of let's see, it'll be on the left side of the top. We'll put that in, and our camera's in, and we're good to go. Now, next up, just need to get our power cords. We're going to take the power cord and plug that into the AC adapter there. And we can take the other end of the plug, go plug that into power. Do that. Plug that into the wall socket. All right. And then our the round end of our power adapter, we'll turn the device around. If you're facing the back, it'll be on your right side. There's a circular place and there's a line of ports here on the far right side. It just slides in there and you are powered and ready to go. All right, so I want to power this up. There's a power button here on the top panel. It's toward the right rear. And it's a round metallic button here. I can just hold that down. It'll light up blue for me. It'll take a few seconds and then the machine will announce that it's ready.
This is me waiting 10 seconds.
ReadEasy is ready.
And now it's ready, so let's have some fun. Now you can just place the document under the camera. And there's a green button on the right top side. You press that button.
Capturing.
And it starts reading a few seconds later. You hear it say capturing and make a camera sound.
ReadEasy Evolve MAX script. Looking for a device that can scan print documents and read them back to you aloud?
Now you can read aloud using the onboard speaker, or you can also use headphones if you want to use privacy. The ReadEasy Evolve will read accurately in over 30 different languages and even has different voices so that they sound naturally speaking. Okay, if you want to read a smaller document like a letter-sized page, you're going to line that up with the bottom right side of the device, and that'll fit it within the capture window. If you want to read something larger, like a full-page newspaper, 11 by 17 document will fit under this baby. There's a little tab in the bottom right, a little plastic tab that'll fold out, and you can line your material up with that and make sure it fits within the frame. The keypad feature pack for the ReadEasy Evolve MAX adds even more power to the device. It allows you to do things like multi-page scanning, and it has some really unique visual features that are ideal for low vision users. Why don't we plug in a monitor and let's see how this thing looks. We'll go through the different features on the feature pack. Okay, so I think the easiest way to show the feature pack is to just show it kind of in action. So first of all, I've got it as it's in its simplified mode right now, which is for a non-visual user. You're not going to need to use certain buttons on here, so there's a little just physical cap you can put over it, just make it simplified. So you can get to multi-scanning and you can get to moving through the documents and cancel menu, help buttons, all those things, but not to the visual features. So if you are not using any sight, then just put that on and just avoid some of those extra buttons right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop that off though for now. And we're going to show kind of what this can do. So first of all, I have an 11 by 17 big old document under here, and I want to scan this entire thing. So just like I can press on here, I have a button, a rectangular or green button that I can press on there on the feature pack, and it'll scan it. And then also there's a multi-scan green button just above that rectangular scan button if I'm doing multiple pages. But just doing one page right now, so I'm going to hit this rectangular button.
Capturing. Recognizing. Good news for the Willamette Valley. August 2000.
So you see it just took a few seconds and then this entire document is scanned. Not just part of it, but the entire thing. And now it's visually available to me on the screen that I'm showing. There's a wheel on the feature pack. I can zoom in, and there's a button in the center of that.
Black on white.
I can change the contrast.
White on black, color.
And there's a joystick on the right top side. This allows me to move around this. And this is one of the things I think is so cool about this is I'm maintaining the entire format of the document. So let's say, and I've taken this with it's like 18 megapixel, 5K camera. It's a beast. So I'll zoom in here and I'll hit contrast. And even on a cruddy newspaper, you can still see things pretty well, even at a high level of magnification. And now, so let's say we're doing that. Okay, we're zooming in, we want to read this, and it's getting grainy, we don't like it. So there's another button It's a circular yellow button kind of toward the left top side of the feature pack. Press that. And now what I've got is I've got computer text on the screen. So it's nice and clear. Any level of magnification that I want, it's going to be nice and clear. Let me zoom out and show you. I've still got the format of the newspaper. So it's still, I can tell what's a caption, what's the title on a page. Makes it real easy. And then if I just want to read in a certain area, I want to read about the August 20 carnival.
August 20th, carnival at the carousel.
So all I did was I moved the pointer with the joystick where I wanted it to read, and then I pressed down on the joystick.
Showings including 2 matinees.
I'll press it again to stop it, and that'll start reading it for me. And I can move through the text. There's a wheel. This is super handy if you want to just get a few rows or get a little bit ahead in the text or behind. You can just zip on through. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can kind of maybe see what I'm doing. See, I can turn this the wheel. It's cool to move through. I can also move through with the different the other different buttons, pause and play, pause and play on here, but a lot of cool features to move around using this feature pack. And now what's even cooler now is because I plugged in an HDMI to this, and I also plugged in a USB cable into this monitor because this is a touchscreen. So for me, you know, this is like I'm doing really sophisticated stuff, but it's so easy. I've done this with so many people that can't use other things because they're too complicated. Well, they can figure out a touchscreen. So now I'm just moving through here. Okay, I'm reading the newspaper, kind of like I would read it if I'm leafing through it. Oh, I want to see something, I zoom in on something, and now I want to read. I don't even need to use the feature pack, I can just press.
Get ready to rock out at River Ribs this year with guests like Blue Oyster Cult.
Tap again on the screen and it'll stop reading. I want to read somewhere else.
5:30 p.m. and it fills up fast.
And it starts to reading there. It's super, super handy. And again, you still got the whole format of the newspaper there. Now, if you want to break it down and you want it to just be computer text, I've got more options with this view button. I can view kind of broken up into computer text. I can do a line straight across, just one line of text, and it'll read across to me.
Lawn chairs are allowed behind the blanket seating.
I can also do a column of text, and I can do a single word at a time.
The blanket seating. For the full schedule, visit the City of Albany website.
But you don't even need to do a lot of that stuff if you just want to just move around and read it. It's pretty simple to do yourself. I just recommend changing from the totally live view to the somewhat computer live view, and then you can zoom in however you want and really get to stuff.
Downtown Albany this year.
Super cool device, this ReadEasy Evolve MAX. Okay, so when you're ready to pack up and go, it's real simple. I'm gonna unplug the power plug. You can take the camera out of the camera slot and fold that down. And then that'll go just in the back here. Again, we've got this indentation so we know where to pull it out, but we also know how to put it in. And just put the camera into the back of the device down near the bottom. If you have the feature pack, that'll connect magnetically to the back, a little handle. Now you're ready to go. Make sure to go to our YouTube channel and subscribe for more great videos about low vision and Braille equipment.